Jobs in STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math, haven't always been the most popular occupation, especially by the time kids hit college.
But with UNL's Weather Camp going into its 11th year, the next generation is what comes to mind. And Channel 8's Jessica Blum joins us now with more on that. Jessica?
Yeah, all week long, students have come as far as either coast to talk about one thing they all have in common: a love for the weather. From using weather instruments, conducting experiments, forecasting, and discussing with experts in the field, the drive to inspire the next generation is there. This week, 15 students from across the nation gathered here in Lincoln to talk all things weather.
There's almost an anti-science feeling among a lot of the people, and it doesn't seem as exciting to the young kids as it was years ago. So we are trying to stimulate interest in the sciences and technology and engineering and math and all that. So yes, very much so.
Some reports from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics say employment overall in STEM occupations has grown by 79% in the past 3 decades. But leaders are still working to inspire the next generation, and that includes women. Within the National Weather Service, just 19% of the meteorologists are female. So for one student, seeing more women around her at the camp meant a lot.
Definitely this camp, there's a lot more women than last year especially, but it's nice knowing that I'm not just the only one, especially in the media recently because of just things that happen in the STEM community surrounding women.
From Missouri to Texas, Florida, Washington, and more, high school-aged kids came far and wide to learn more from local experts, including Channel 8's chief meteorologist, Rusty Dawkins.
When Rusty came by, it was like they were just so impressed. This is a real guy that started out as a student and now he's a broadcast meteorologist, now he's chief meteorologist, and that could be me. There's a comment the students made. I didn't know there was anyone else out there like me.
For many of these students back home, they haven't been exposed to all the possibilities. One prime example was Michael-Avery from Houston, Texas, who doesn't share this passion with many others, so he came to Nebraska.
I really wanted to go and meet other, people who have the same type of interests as weather as me, and I only go to school with one other person like that.
The camp is only for high schoolers, so some here in Lincoln have been waiting for years to take part. One of them told me he's been watching storms and sending reports back to officials.
And I'll call the National Weather Service and report. I just think that was really cool, and just being able to, tell people about my weather is just really, my weather experience is really cool.
All with Dr. Ken-Dewey at the helm, still giving back in his labor of love. And students told me they have loved living on campus and couldn't wait back to the sand volleyball court, playing at the rec, and bonding with others like them. A really great group of minds coming up with a lot to look forward to, Rod and Megan.
You bet. Great story. Thank you so much, Jessica.